got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop.
Hey!
Hi all!
Welcome to KipCo TV and our second episode.
Yay, we made it!
Cheers! I love it. We made it, everyone. My name's Kip.
I'm Sushi.
And welcome to KipCo TV. We're so happy. Little teaser for you. One of our featured guests is Trish Hershey that's going to join us today from Construction Specialties, all the way from Pennsylvania. So really excited about that. But in the meantime, Sushi, tell us a little bit about Mindful Connections and what's going on at the KipCo.
So this brainchild is all Kip's. He wanted to do KipCo TV, but it all kind of started from Mindful Connections. And it's just a way for us to reach out to you every week. It's a newsletter. And basically all we do is we tell you all the current events. It may be CEUs. We have yoga every Tuesdays at noon. If you just need to take a break or you'd like to, I think that's Kip doing some yoga poses down there. So if you just want to come over and just laugh at us, you're more than welcome to do that too. It's open to everyone. It's free to join. We just want to give you guys a break and be consistent with that. We also have puzzles as well as product highlights as well. So.
Well, today, KipCo TV is coming live on our Facebook page. So make sure you like our Facebook. It's the KipCo and CS Gulf Coast Facebook page to make sure you get the latest updates. And for every sample that you request, Sushi, what am I holding?
Well, it was originally going to be a cootie key because remember, as kids, we didn't want to catch anybody's cooties, but Kip wanted to be a little classier. So they are now called Kip No Touch Keys. So those are going to come in every package of samples that you order. And
once again, Kip opted for classy, which is so
classic.
While we're talking, make sure if you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube, LinkedIn, chat with us. Tell us where you're calling or you're listening. Ask us any questions. If you have any questions for our special guest, please do so as well. But today, Sushi, you're all decked out in what today?
In Veuve Clicquot orange.
I love it.
We'll talk about more about this later, but we are really enjoying this. This week is my birthday week, so
happy birthday.
I've been lucky enough to have this quite a bit this week, so we'll talk about that in a minute.
I love it.
With us, it's kind of happy hour time. If you want to raise a glass with us, we would love you to. And every time we say KipCo, drink, let us know how you feel at the end.
This is the only orange that goes in my mimosas.
It's one of my favorite oranges.
No orange juice.
Exactly.
All right. Well, one of the things that we're so excited to introduce this week is something new, a new segment, Brainchild of Sushi. So Sushi, tell us about our new segment.
I'm so excited about the segment. So Kip and I have been talking about just how positive we want this experience to be. With everything that's going on, you can get negative news anywhere, but here we want to keep it positive and keep you laughing. So this started when I went to go see my parents. We hunkered down for 2 months and then we went to go see my parents. And I sat down with my stepdad, Barry. I love him so much. Aww. And when we sat down, the first thing he asked was not trying to catch up about what he was worried about or all the bad news. He asked me, what are your silver linings? Like, what positive things have come out of this quarantine? And it just put a whole new spin on how I thought about things. And so we decided to make this a segment. And every week we're going to come to you with something that we're thankful for or we're grateful for. And we would love you to tell us in the comments something that's your silver lining during this quarantine. So we're going to go ahead and share ours. If you'll bear with me, go ahead, Kip.
Please share your silver linings with us in the comment section. Pop us a text, pop us an email. Each week, we're going to focus on one additional silver lining that came from our quarantine session. And hi, Christina. Christina has joined us from Dallas.
Yay. Hi, Christina.
Let us hear from you. So pull that up, Sushi, and let's talk a little bit about silver linings.
So here's the silver linings. So this week, I'm going to brag on my daughter. I know it's been difficult with homeschool and trying to juggle all those things, being home, not being able to go anywhere or send them to school and having to juggle work. But I tell you, with all the extra time that we've had, I am so grateful for all the things that she's overcome and achieved in the last few months. She's learned how to roller skate. She's taken her training wheels off of her bike. As a matter of fact, the bottom right corner is my daughter Rumi with Poppy, the person that actually came up with silver linings. And this is them riding around the neighborhood. It's just so cool to experience. And in the top right, this is her reading a book. So since quarantine, she's learned how to read. So she's going to be able to go into kindergarten as a reader. And that's because of the great support that we have. We are thankful that we have my mother-in-law as a teacher. But, you know, it just goes to show with a little bit extra time, all the wonderful things that can happen.
I love it. I love it, Sushi. That's so inspiring and such a wonderful mom, wonderful education. And part of the KipCo is to engage, educate, and entertain. So I'm going to take credit for that. I'm kidding. Totally.
All right, Kip, tell us about yours.
So one of the things that we did during our quarantine time is we would go for morning walks. And I've lived in the neighborhood for over 15 years, and just 2 blocks away is the Zena Garrison Academy. And for those that don't know who Zena Garrison is, she was a professional tennis player in the early 80s through the late 90s. She won several of the Grand Slam events. She was a true inspiration to me, and did not realize that A, she was from Houston, and B, her academy was 2 blocks from my home. It's a part of the Homer Ford Tennis Center, and they've developed a community garden for the youth of the academy to grow plants and take responsibility while learning a sport. But the thing that caught my eye, and it's in the bottom right-hand corner of our silver linings, and I'm going to live by this: if you don't plan on being proud when you leave, don't come in now.
I love that.
Isn't that incredible? So with that, my silver linings is discovering my neighborhood and discovering the Zena Garrison Tennis Academy.
How cool is that? Like all right around your neighborhood. Like I love
2
that.
blocks. Who knew? 2 blocks.
Knew? All right. So next up.
I had to do a little toast to it.
Oh, toast. Toast to silver linings.
I love it. I love silver linings. It's so positive.
Oh, how about this? How about you guys drink every time we drink?
Yes. It's happy hour somewhere, right? It's
Right.
after 4.
It's close to 5. It's close enough.
Close enough. Close enough. Super. Well, our next segment is we're going to bring in our featured guest. We're going to try to have a featured guest each week in each episode of the KipCo TV. And our next episode, Sushi, if you want to bring up,
I do.
is Trish Hershey from Construction Specialties.
Hi, Sushi. Hi, everyone in Texas.
Where are you joining us from, Trish?
I am joining you guys from Central Pennsylvania. We're here in Williamsport, so you may be a little familiar with us for the home of the Little League World Series.
Yay! I love that. I love that. And as a segue, what is your silver linings, Trish?
I think my silver lining is trying to get up to say hi to you. I think she heard Kip and Sushi and said, I know them. I want to get up there. So this is Marlo, and she is our silver lining. Because we were able to be home and have a little more time to work with her, to be able to housebreak her, to be able to really just give her the time and attention she needs. Yeah. We were able to bring this little face into our family. So we couldn't be any happier. And it was truly a silver lining.
That's so cool. I love that. She's so adorable. And if you ever need a sitter, you know where to send her. Down
from Houston. Put her in your
Kip
purse. And
I sometimes send text pictures. Kip will text me pictures. I'll text Kip pictures of the furry babies. And yeah.
Well, and it looks like you're joining us from a beautiful park. Where are you, Trish? You're in your backyard?
I'm in our backyard. Yes, I took the opportunity this beautiful Pennsylvania afternoon to sit outside and join you guys right from the deck.
Oh,
so perfect.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. Well, before we go on to our next segment, Christina has joined us on Facebook, and she said spending time with her grandkids is her silver lining.
Oh, that's
nice.
Love that. So there's so many positive things that have come out. So we hope to share more and more as we continue with our Silver Linings episode. But let's talk about you, Trish. Center Stage, Construction Specialties. How long have you been with Construction Specialties?
I have been with Construction Specialties. This is my 7th year with CS. And I truly, it's a fabulous company to work work with. I love the folks out in the field that I get to work with, and just, yes, it truly, the people inside, it's just a great family feeling. So love it.
Fantastic. And Trish, tell us what you do for Construction Specialties.
So I am a product specialist. What we do is I focus with our interior products group. So I work with our interior wall protection, our Acrovan door systems, and our cubicle curtain systems. So I have the opportunity to work with our representatives, architects, designers, our customers, really to our facilities to educate and answer questions about our products, where they may be applicable. If someone is looking for which is the right product to use in a specific area, I can help with that as well.
Awesome.
Truly a resource, for sure.
Yes.
I love it. Well, what we want to do each week, in addition to visiting with Trish and her puppy, Marlo, is we also want, and Trish, you may be our guest every week if we get to see Marlo.
Exactly. I'm okay with that.
What we want to do is we also want to talk about our products that we represent, Construction Specialties, and maybe a few local projects in the Houston market that might be of interest to you. So I
would love that.
Let's take a look at those. And what we're going to do is visit with Construction Specialties. Construction Specialties is how we started the KipCo and CS Gulf Coast. October 1st will be our 10th anniversary.
Yay!
I know.
Yay, KipCo.
Super special. Wait. I'll drink to that. So.
I'll drink to that too.
I'll drink to that too.
And in this, we do have our, this way, I guess, our 10th anniversary logo in the top corner. So you'll be hearing more about celebrations we'll be having with our 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's look at some projects. And Trish, I think the first one Sushi is going to bring up for us is Methodist Hospital, one of our favorite projects.
We love this. Kip and I both, it's a phenomenal project that just showcases the warmth and the beauty that you can bring into a space through design and through the elements. And it adds functional wall protection. So wall protection in the days of old was very institutional. And, we like to joke that it was gray and some beige. And now, as you can see, it really just encompasses so much more. We have here, if you look on the right side and the left side there of that photo, down along the bottom, you'll see some Mission white wall panels. So those white wall panels are adhered to the wall. And then you'll also see that the handrail there along the top edge is a stainless steel rail to, again, bring in the ADA compliance portion of that as well. Then over on the wall there on your right, you'll see those warm, rich wood tone panels. Those are actually an Acrovan wall panel as well, but it allows you to mix and match the different colors, the different feels, again, just to create that overall just warmth and beauty of the space.
And what is, and the Acrovan door system is incorporated in that.
Yes, thank you, Kip. Absolutely. And that is our Acrovan door. And you'll notice that the door is the same wood grain there as the wall panels. So they can be similar, they can be different, but they can really blend again seamlessly to create a long-lasting, durable space.
So this design was designed by EYP Health here in Houston, Texas. So applause to
Hey, EYP.
Love that. It looks more like a hotel than it does a hospital. Love it.
Can you change to the next slide? Because this is also the same project here. It's just a little different angle. But when you said a hotel, it made me think this is exactly, you get the feeling that this bed is really a space that could easily be in a high-end hotel.
Agreed.
and it's in a hospital room. So it's definitely going to make you feel a lot better, a lot more comfortable when you're trying to heal and trying to recover when you're in a space like this. So again, here we have the Acrovan wall panels. Now these are adhesive mounted, but they are also available in a demountable panel. So we have a Sure Snap wall panel, we have a French cleat wall panel, and the great news is that any of those systems can actually be used together. You can have different depths, different thicknesses, different shapes. The wall panels can be adhered to the ceiling. In this particular project, those are not the Acrovan panels on the ceiling, but you can use Acrovan panels on the ceiling as well.
That would make a seamless transition. As Sushi brings up the next slide, that is going to be a theme, is how seamless everything seems in the project. So, wow, look at the color.
This is one of my personal favorite Acrovan by Design projects in an education setting. This was done by IBI Group, Rutu.
Hi, Rutu.
Fabulous to work with, and hello out there, Rutu. We miss you. But this project here, to me, just really gives you a feeling of how you can incorporate. Again, it's wall protection, and it doesn't look like wall protection. It brings in the school colors, the school pride. You can bring in motivation. And I think when you see the scale of this project, it really makes you realize that there's no limit. It can be scaled multiple stories and multiple hallways. It's just endless possibilities.
Yep. And as Sushi brings up the next slide, that orange matches her outfit.
I love it.
I love it. Trish, what is this project?
Always knows. This is the, it's South Houston. It's again another IBI project. This is an example here, again, with the Acrovan by Design, but showing how it scales horizontally down a longer hallway. Another thing that you can see here in this photo is on the opposite wall from the Acrovan by Design is one of the solid colors. So you can have, I believe this one uses our brushed silver sheet at a wainscot height, and then also uses corner guards and a top cap. So again, it creates a very lounge type feeling, a very friendly, comfortable. It doesn't look like the old high schools or the old schools that we remember with the brick walls, the kind of felt, very.
That's not what my high school looked like.
My school didn't look like that.
Yeah.
I love it. And it also provides that function. So as we know, kids can be pretty rough. So they have wayfinding as well as durability of the product, and not going to peel off or break or be defaced. You can clean it easily. And as Sushi brings up our next slide, I just love science that inspires. What a great.
And I'll tell you what else is the Acrovan sheet is bacterial resistant, fungal resistant. So it's going to create a safe environment as well. And like Kip said, you can really very easily clean it, wipe it down. Not that anyone ever stands with their feet against a wall, or not that anyone would ever get pen or Sharpie on the wall. But in the event that happened, you have an option to clean that up.
Right. With just a magic eraser. So Sushi, bring up the next slide.
So Kip, can we slide back 1 second?
Oh, sure.
Okay? The one thing I just want to show on this particular image that I think really is very helpful for folks to kind of keep in the back of their mind is, again, with this being a sheet wall protection, just seams are going to be a natural part of the project. And we do work very hard with you to make those pretty blended in. In this particular project, I think that they've done an amazing job of incorporating the design to also help those seams. So you really can do a lot to make those disappear.
Yeah, camouflage is the whole seam situation. So yeah, let's go on to the next project, which I love.
And I think the one thing that we did want to mention is that this is museum quality printing.
Yeah. Very clear.
Exactly. Yeah, very crisp. Very crisp. So this is another perfect example with Acrovan by Design. And one thing that I love that this project brings to life for me is the wayfinding capabilities. So, for example, you'll see here in this top corner where you have the hallway with the monkeys, you have some, and I'm referencing the ones printed on the wall. Let me just clarify, not the children, not the children, but you have there, you do see some smaller age children there. And then in the other image there to your left, or my left, it's a little larger. You see some older children there. Well, if you're looking for a way where you can help create protective walls, artwork, fun, colors, functionality, and help with directional sense, if you have a smaller scope of children who really maybe can't read the sign, they know to turn by the green monkeys, or you can help them to learn that the blue kangaroo hallway is where their classroom is. So it really can incorporate multiple facets all into one product.
And I think they did work with some art consultants on this project and came up with some of the psychology of education, color, shapes, and wayfinding. So fantastic job.
Incredible. I love it.
Fun job. Such a fun project. I love the colors.
I love it. I love it. Let's go to the next slide and check it out. So let me talk about this one, because this one is installing currently. They finished installing this morning, and the install team texted this picture to me. I mean, even their text picture is fantastic. But this is Brayburn School here in Houston, and I love how they incorporated the color with the durability, with school pride. Just fantastic, fantastic.
It's beautiful.
Oh, hey, I'm going to call out some people that are in the chat function over here.
Yes.
Hi, Ed Moody. Fantastic. Thank you for joining us. You're going to get a prize just for being one of our frequent watchers. And Roy, hi, Roy. Thanks for joining us. If you do have any questions for Trish, please mark them in the chat function, and we'll try to answer those for you. So let's move going. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Keep moving. This is fun. I love this one.
Well, this is a pride and joy for a lot of people in our office that we work with. This is after Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey, for those that are watching aren't aware, devastated the city of Houston. And we have a tunnel system in the downtown area of Houston in the zip code 77002. And this is some of the aftermath of Harvey after they had gutted it. And the client came to us and asked for a solution. They wanted to be able to access the panels or access the wall. They wanted to be able to move them, change them, and be super functional and durable. Bring life to an otherwise dirty, dingy tunnel. So with that, we're going to slide into the after.
Ta-da!
It's the same tunnel.
Yes.
That's unbelievable.
Yes. One of the comments the customer made from a human resources standpoint is now people actually wanted to take the tunnel to go between buildings and not a scary, scary dungeon.
That was so scary. No.
What we have is two standard acrobat colors that are on the wall. On the left, the white wall is our standard mission white. Each one of those snap-on panels are able to be removed if they want to run cabling, if they want to access it for future flooding, or they just get tired of the white walls. They can add graphics and otherwise. They incorporated both lights on the bottom and the top to bring more light and energy to the tunnel. On the right side, the blue panel, standard Yale blue acrobat color. Those are all snap-on panels. And I love the fact that they took our panels to the paint store and had the columns are actually painted to match. Wow.
It's such a phenomenal, just the change, the feeling that it makes such a substantial difference in a space. Like you said, what a solution to go from being a dark, scary, tunnel to just a very friendly, welcoming walkway.
I love it. I love it. We may have lost Trish for a moment there. There, you're back.
Okay.
We can hear you. All right.
Absolutely just phenomenal. And thank you to you and the installers and HOK, just everyone who worked on that project. It was very inspiring.
Yeah, that was an HOK project. Thank you for recognizing the local team at HOK. So thank you so much.
Phenomenal.
Sushi. what do we got next?
Oh, actually, we have tapestry next, one of the new products.
So Trish, Acroban Tapestry Collection. Tell us about it.
Amazing. So you'll notice here on our screen that background that you're seeing is an example of our coastal tapestry. So with tapestry, what we've done is we've taken 4 fabrics that were selected to be very inspired by nature, to be very broad spectrum. And then we use that fabric, the actual physical live fabric, with Acroban sheet. So now you have the qualities of the fabric. You'll see there the depth, the dimension, the live feel of fabric, but it's also protected, it's cleanable, it's fungal resistant, it's bacterial resistant. So the design community said we really love to use fabric in our projects, but we need in some areas something that's more durable, more protective, easy to clean. And so we listened. Again, we have the 4 fabrics. Each is available in 16 colorways. And Sushi, do you have the video that you maybe can share with our?
Let's bring it up.
Pull that
Thank
up.
you.
We might be low budget, but we're high performance guys. I love this.
I'm trying, though. I'm trying.
You're doing great.
Oh, no.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Isn't that
Yeah.
great?
Again, brand new. We released it in February. So if anyone out there needs samples, Kip and Sushi, as you know, will be instantly there to help you. And you get a Kip no touch
Key.
Yay.
golden. I was going to say the golden key. I was going to say the golden ticket.
I've listed our email addresses at the bottom. If you'd like to be added to our Mindful Connections newsletter, email us if you need samples, or if you just want a cootie key, we'll make sure that we bring that to you.
We can do that. Well, thank you so
I
much,
love
Trish.
it.
Thank you for joining us. We're going
Thank
to put you in the green room for a minute until we bring you back for the wind down section. So
I'll
thank
see
you.
you guys next wind down, and thank you all so much.
Enjoy the green room.
Thank you.
All right. So should we take it to the next section, Kip?
I think we should. I
Should
think
we
we
drink first? We should take a drink first.
to my glass. No, over here.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. Cheers.
everything's opposite. It's really different.
Like I said, low budget, high performance, fun in the funny. So let's.
And
talk about
Alyssa is telling us that we are very entertaining. Hi, Alyssa. Thank you. All right. So next segment, let me go ahead and pull it up and I'll tell you a little bit about it.
All right.
We're trying to be informative and bring you, let's make sure. Oh, no.
So during quarantine, we all experience how do we find something different to eat and support our local restaurants, support our eateries, support those that have always been so good to us. So Sushi came up with another new segment called Today's Takeout. And each week we are going to focus on a different takeout or different delivery service that has really impressed us with both customer service, quality, and most especially budget friendly, because we all are watching our nickels and dimes. So want to talk about today's takeout. Sushi, who is today's takeout?
Today's takeout is a boozy. You guys know me. I've frequented them a lot over quarantine. So is Kip. So Kip, do you want to tell us a little bit about how they got their name?
So Abuzi is a small village in the Champagne region in France. And the owner, Sean, this is his first venture out to his own restaurant, and so proud. They offer a a champagne-centric menu from anywhere from $12 to $2,000 a bottle, and very impressive. Their daily takeout special. We frequent from Taco Tuesday. The bolognese is amazing. I think today is prime rib. So we always like to support them because they're customer service. So for Sushi's birthday.
Well, hold on. Before we go there, I think you missed out a very, very important point. Is that all of their specials come with pairings. So your Taco Tuesday is going to come with a gallon of margaritas.
Half gallon.
They're going to come with nice wine. So you're getting a whole nice experience every time you order. And they're going to send you an email every morning at like 11, and then you order that afternoon and you pick it up for dinner. They even include a kids meal, which is fantastic. And their service is just great. But yes, on to what we did yesterday. I'm so excited. And I am a little, well, I can't say I'm ashamed to say, but this is going to be the second time this week I had this. So it's my birthday week, y'all. Okay, ready?
Birthday week. So this is what we did yesterday for Sushi's birthday. We contacted Abuzi, and Paul himself came out to visit us.
So this is Paul. So he comes out. So let me tell you about the other specials. So the specials that they don't email you about daily are little extra things that you can do. So one of the specials is for $69. You get a bottle of Veuve, and you get a dozen oysters shucked at your doorstep. So this is Paul bringing all the stuff. Now, there's also, we asked him to bring all the accoutrements because we knew he was going to be on this show. So we also asked him for the Sabre special, which is a bottle of Veuve. You get to saber it. It comes with 4 chocolate-covered strawberries, 2 of these guys, 2 of these guys. It's just a fun time. And we'll show you another little extra one that he brought in with him. But the next one, the next slide is really funny. Ready?
Where are we doing this right now?
At the office. Because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Okay, ready? This is Sabre. If you've never seen champagne sabered, here you go. You're welcome.
You get your own private class.
I love that part. I think that's my favorite.
I'll drink to that, Sushi.
I'll drink to that too. So let me show you the rest of it.
Yes.
So here's me. I got to saber it, and you can actually see the cork flying through the air to the right of it. To the right of me is Paul actually shucking the oysters, so that's really cool. Down on the bottom left, you'll see sort of the table layout. So he brought a few extra things, but it's just always a nice experience to have them come to your house and you feel special. They're outside. They wear their mask. The service is just impeccable. And the bottom right, Kip, do you have yours with you?
I do, everyone. I don't know if you can see it.
So he brought this with him just as like an extra, but basically there's a mutt day and dog day. And so Tito's put together this this basket, and it's a Tito's dog bowl. It's a squeaky toy, a ball, and it's a Moscow Mule set along with a Tito's leash. It's so cool. So I think that one's like $35, I believe. Yeah. We bought several to give away to people. So who loves us, and who do you think is going to get one?
Yes, let us hear from you, everybody. Send us your comments about Abuzi, and you might win a prize, an Abuzi pet package.
All right, shall we keep going?
Yeah, let's keep going.
All right. So now, let's see. We need to bring Trish back on. Can you do that, Kip?
Yes, I can bring Trish back to the stage, or back from the green room. I love it.
I'm back.
Hi, Trish. We're going to join our second segment called Wine Down. But before we go, if you've been with us the entire episode, you will know how many times Sushi and I have had a drink. I've been keeping count. If you want to know, it is 12 times.
That's it?
That's it. That's it. I was shocked too. But I'm going to make it 13 right now.
And also, have you gotten a refill kit?
Maybe.
I have, for sure.
For
Should
sure.
we wear bottles again like we did last time?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Love it.
I'm there too.
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, that.
That was pretty perfect there.
Yeah.
Trish, do you have your wine?
I have my water.
That's okay, Trish. That's okay. But we do want to wind down, do a toast, enjoy it. I love Veuve Clicquot. It's my favorite. And Abuzi does a fantastic job of providing customer service, providing outstanding food. I had a sandwich there today. They fixed a sandwich for me when I ran to pick up some of the other items, and I really, really appreciate everything they do. So please, Frequent Abuzi, sign up for their newsletter. And I've listed our email addresses in the scrolling line at the bottom. Want to make sure that if you want to join our Mindful Connections email, pop us an email, mark it in the chat. Join us each week for our KipCo TV. We've got some special guests all lined up for next week. We're super excited. And if you have ideas or silver lining ideas, please send them to us. We want to hear from you. So like us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and now YouTube Live.
Woo!
So with that, let's do our weekly toast.
All right. Are we ready? 1, 2. Share the love.
Share the laugh.
And share your drink. Cheers, y'all.
You guys.
Everyone. I love it. Let's play our music on the way out. I love our music. Let's hit that a little bit before we end our broadcast. We'll do a little dance.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Miss you guys.
Bye.
See you in real life.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. Off from my city.